extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UTEP's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right read.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oak. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, it's Madden. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Immediately fires to the middle. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Split backs here. They'll give it to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's got him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They're working that left side. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the... To the air on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Setting up the screen. Got enough space. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
You just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Miners decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Missouri State. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little... Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Smith wants to throw. Going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that?
To the ground with the back.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
He's got it again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, UTEP. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bears send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go Philly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Miners will call on their punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And the returner goes down. So here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Smith wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You got to give the O-line find a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bears need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nice move there. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope.
The Miners will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tharasone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Punt is on its way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Miners have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Richard. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment books to see if they can confuse him.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Throwing right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Kennesaw State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into?